I think we'll close out this evening. Question from Katie, who's 7 years old, who's out there somewhere. And her question is, will the polar bears be gone when I grow up?
Where are you, Kate? Bless your heart. Thank you. You know, when I was not much older than you, Kate, my generation saw a man named Bull Connor in Alabama turn fire hoses on African Americans who were asking for their rights as citizens. You know, we saw black people have their heads cracked by police that didn't want them to be equal. And we asked our parents, what are you going to do about this? This is wrong, isn't it? And when they couldn't answer, that's when this country started to act on civil rights. We've still got a long ways to go, but we have made progress. And your generation is actually playing a leadership role. My faith tradition says a little child shall lead them. And in case you haven't guessed it, I'm one who believes that the emperor has no clothes. And children are sort of pointing that out. There's an article last week called Inconvenient Youths, who are raising questions like yours. The polar bears are in trouble, but we can save what can still be saved of the Arctic, and we can avoid the worst of the damage and save the species of polar bears. But we have to begin to act now. The scientists tell us we may have as little as 8 to 10 years within which to begin making major changes. Or we might cross a point of no return where the answer to your question would be no. We have to do a lot. There's an old African proverb that says if you want to go quickly, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. We have to go far, quickly. So we have to listen to Kate. We have to hear that question, and the others like it. Not too many years from now, when Kate is in her 20s, her generation will look back on the beginning of this 21st century and they'll ask another question. I don't know what that other question will be. I know that it'll be one of two questions. Trust me. Either her generation will ask years from now of us, why didn't you act? What were you thinking? Didn't you smell the fires? Didn't you see the ice melting? Didn't you hear the scientists screaming from the rooftops practically? You see the evidence of all this consensus? Didn't you hear what it was going to mean for us? Didn't you care enough about us and our future? Were you too distracted? Were you too wrapped up in Britney Spears' custody case or O.J. Simpson's memorabilia to pay attention to the future of the world? Or, I want Kate, not that many years from now, to ask a second question. I want her generation to ask about us. How did they find the moral courage to rise and successfully solve a crisis that so many said was impossible to solve? How did it start in Denver, Colorado, and sweep across the United States of America to the point where the United States once again led the world and rallied the world to do the right thing and solve the climate crisis? It's up to us. That's our challenge, and that's what we have to do.